This is Music Blocks, a podcast about the building blocks that make up your favorite sounds, whatever you love to listen to. Video games take us into new electronic worlds. The music we hear when we play is often built from synthesized sounds that color the overall experience. In the video game Minecraft, players enter a blocky 3D world where they can build houses, roller coasters, whatever they can dream up. The player builds a rich synthetic world, and that's complemented by the calming soundtrack built from synthesized sounds. Today on Music Blocks, it's all about electrophones, synthesizers, computer software, and other instruments that use electricity to make sound. They're often built from wires and circuit boards. Electrophones expand the range of musical colors in a composer's toolkit. Let's talk about electrophones and the musicians who use these instruments to make their unique and sometimes otherworldly sounds. The pioneering Japanese electronic group Yellow Magic Orchestra are known for their bright and energetic music, full of electrophones. Electrophones, like synthesizers, drum machines, and vocoders, supply the beat, chords, and melody. In their song, Behind the Mask, this synth-pop melody feels airy and joyful. Electrophones have also helped define the sound of entire genres. The 808 drum machine opened up a whole new musical world for hip-hop MCs and producers in the 1980s.
Commentating, illustrating, description giving, adjective expert, analyzing some.
The simulated kick drum sound from the 808 is extra bassy, which was exactly what MC Tila Rock, DJ Jazzy J, and producer Rick Rubin wanted when they recorded this song called It's Yours.
Do you like it? Yeah. Do you want it? Yeah. Well, if you had it, would you flaunt it? Well, it's yours.
A drum machine might sound more mechanical than a human drummer. It can also sound bigger and more colorful. Now, electrophones have been around longer than you might think. Some of the earliest electrophones, like the theremin, were invented about 100 years ago. A theremin player controls the pitch by moving their hand closer to or further away from an antenna on the instrument. That makes the theremin hard to control, but it also allows players to glide between notes, like a singer would. You can hear it in this classical piece called The Swan, played here by Lithuanian performer Clara Rockmore. When she plays, the melody flows from the instrument. Musicians often turn to electrophones when they want an exciting sound to make a song stand out. When Dua Lipa set out to write her song Levitating, she and her producer started with a synthesizer from the early 80s.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I could take you for a ride. I had a premonition.
That old synthesizer gives the track a distinctive timbre or texture. It's a little bouncy and a little slinky.
If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time.
And it's catchy enough to be the foundation for all the other instruments on the track. It makes this cosmic song sparkle.
I'm levitating. I believe that you're for me.
Musicians also use electrophones to manipulate the sound of other instruments. Chilean-Canadian composer Cristobal Tapia de Veer did this with the human voice when he wrote the theme music for the HBO show The White Lotus. The theme for the second season opens with an operatic feel. But as the song moves along, Tapia de Veer starts to manipulate the vocal track. And this new synthetic voice does things the human singer couldn't do on her own. The way Tapia de Veer incorporates electrophones adds darkness and a sense of chaos. Electrophones have changed music. Musicians nowadays infuse their pieces with all kinds of electrophone tones and color. This episode of Music Blocks is almost over, so take a minute, think about all those synthesizers, drum machines, and other instruments that make sound from electricity. If you were to use an electrophone in a composition, what musical color would you want to evoke? When you've thought that through, visit our website for a playlist full of colorful electrophones. That's at musicblockspodcast.org. For Music Blocks and Colorado Public Radio, I'm Luis Antonio Perez.